Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Dungeons and Dragons channel. Today we're going to be doing something very silly. Today we're going to be beginning a solo honor mode run. I've beaten honor mode, with a balanced party in the way you were supposed to. It's definitely doable. I've heard of people attempting solo runs though, and I thought, hey, maybe I could be one of those silly people who attempt a solo run, and so I decided, let's give it a try, So, without any further, that is what we're going to be doing. I actually tried one briefly over the weekend that ended very quickly, and I think the biggest issues are survivability and being able to mete out enough single target damage to keep things from wearing out. There's builds that do good on multi-target damage, I've thought about Radiating Shockwave with Spirit Guardians and things like that also help with survivability and come on reasonably early. But the real struggle is basically, I think, getting to the end of Act 1. After that, you get some items, you get some buffs, and some builds really start to come online that let you do some really kind of goofy things. And so I'm kind of thinking getting to the end of that. At that point we'll be able to really understand where it's at. I think I'm gonna start with a bard. I'm a dirge bard, but I am tempted by a lot of other classes, especially in the early game. I'm tempted to start at fighter, so in the second level I already have that action surge, which could be really useful. I'm tempted by rogue to try to get some extra survivability by being able to hide and get better first rounds, but I think we're gonna go with bard. So let's get this started. Here we go. Let's think this through, though. I'm also tempted to go Barbarian, just for on-demand advantage, which will let us land a lot of attacks, will help clear out the action economy, improves our survivability, plus we get Rage. You go with, Bear Heart, that gives us a whole bunch of resistance. Oh, this intro. I should have played this intro before starting this stream. And I should know that because I've finished 5 run-throughs at this point. I like this intro. It's a well-composed intro. I do wish I could skip it by pressing spacebar right now. Can't though. So we get to hang out and see Lae'zel. Poor Lae'zel. Lae'zel's who I romanced on my last Dirge run-through. Will I do that again? We need to survive first. Swordsbard gives us medium armor proficiency, gives us, with Sharpshooter, can do Colby does over on D4 with the dual wielding hand crossbows. That let us mete out a lot of damage. We've got a little bit of healing to help ourselves. I've also thought about, at later levels, doing an Abjuration Wizard build with a bunch of summons to kind of help even out the action economy. So that's in my mind, but that doesn't matter until much later in the game, and I think by that point there'll be several feasible builds that can survive Act 3, right? Act 3 is the easiest act in the game, in my opinion. Once we get Withers, we can respec, and I'm going to be respecking a lot on this run, I think, but we still need to get through this very beginning part. Don't reset tutorials. I've played this before. There's an introduction for Dark Urge? Has that always been there? Did I forget to listen to this on my first Dark Urge thing?
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world. And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair. I know nothing besides this. I must resist the dark urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
Okay. Do they all get that or just the Dark Urge? Oh, they all do. Well. I guess I don't need to do a Dark Urge run. I just think the Dark Urge story is fun. Now let's go Dirge. Dragonborn is good and canonically accurate. I'm tempted to just stick with that. Githyanki gives us Martial Prodigy, which would let us go Lore Bard instead of Sword Bard, still have medium armor. That lets us do the Radiating Orb build a little bit easier. Tempting. I've heard Drow have some fun stuff that comes up if you play them. There's a lot of, well, not fun. There's a lot of people who are really shitty to the Drow, and you get a bunch of unique dialogue options tied to that. Human would give me an extra proficiency and shield proficiency, which could be good. I think I'm just gonna go Dragonborn. Feels thematically appropriate, you know? Subrace. Oh, this is where I get back into questioning my earlier decisions. Let's go. There's a lot of ways to get fire. Green dragons are my favorite, but ooh, I don't love that default model. Now, black dragons are famously vicious, which does feel kind of appropriate. Acid resistance isn't super useful though. So do I wanna optimize this is a solo honor mode run, or do I wanna think through story-wise? Let's leave that for a second and go to class and think for a moment. Oh, maybe I should just do fighter. That gives me that extra damage output that improves action economy. Barbarian gives me some extra goodies. Get out of there, Blade Ward. And spells. Let's. Okay, we're gonna want Longstrider. We're gonna want Speak with Animals. Need Healing Word. Heroism isn't something I normally would go for, but on a solo run, some extra survivability every round could make a big difference. My other option would be Tasha's Hideous Laughter, help make someone fail. This is a little tricky, you know. I think I'm gonna go with Heroism. abilities. We're mostly going to be dexterity based. We need a high constitution. We'll want a decent charisma, but let's get the constitution up first. Okay, that gives us a decent chance of landing. And then skills here, we need to change some things. Deception is good. Performance, we don't want. Is that we want? Sleight of hand, and I want stealth too, though. I'm more worried about sleight of hand than stealth.
Where to next?
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Dragonborn don't have tails. That's a... Ian, that's a good question. I am, yes, planning solo as in without other party members. That's why doing cheeky things can help, like radiating orb and things like that. But yeah, the action economy is going to be brutal. I think a lot of it's gonna involve the fact that I've played through this several times before, so I know where some of the bad enemies are, I know what some of their strengths are, and there's a good chance this fails. It's a silly thing to do, but you know, I've beaten the game 4 or 5 times now, and so sometimes I want to do some silly things. Need a name for this guy. Last time I did a Dark Urge, I just went with the Dark Urge. But that feels kind of silly. Because hello, Leonard, my name is the Dark Urge. That's silly, no one's doing that. So let's go with Leonard.
You need a guardian.
Sure. Default Guardian's fine. I will probably have Lae'zel in my party just on the Nautiloid here because it's annoying to get her out of your party. Like I tried this on the last time I tried a solo honor mode run, and even killing her as soon as you hit one of the restoration things, she's like still in your party and comes right back up. The game wants you to have someone with you for those first couple fights. And so I'm just not gonna fight it that hard, you know? Bard is actually that good. Colby over on D4 has a couple of really great videos about this, but the Swords Bard specifically is really broken here because of the way the slashing flourish works. It lets you basically take 2 range shots for each attack you have, which lets you just pump out a ton of damage with Sharpshooter. Lore Bard is really good because cutting words in Baldur's Gate, unlike in D&D, lets you drop enemy saving throws, which means you can basically, when you really need a big spell to land, you can make sure it lands. Plus, they have their charisma casters, so that helps in all the social and dialogue things like that. So yeah, Bard is really a super powerful class in this. And it almost in some sense feels like it's one of the classes they wanted people to take as like the player character, because you have a fighter in Lae'zel, you have a rogue in Astarion, you have a barbarian in Karlach, you have a warlock in Will, etc., etc., etc. But there isn't really one for Bard or monk or that might be it. And so it really feels like one of the classes that they thought would be good for player characters to take. But yeah, a couple mechanical choices they made it so it is really powerful. In terms of leveling strategy, generally at level 4 I would take Sharpshooter, and I think I'm still going to do that. I'm probably going to stick with Sword Bard through 6, 2 levels in Fighter, and then probably back in Sword Bard. But there's a chance that towards the end of Act 1 I ditch that plan and instead go for something kind of close to Colby over at D4's Radiant Knight build, where you're leaning into Spirit Guardians, the Luminous Armor, which gives you Radiating Shockwave, and then like stacking Reverberation and stuff like that before. The Man in Bush Honor mode means you, it's like the game's hardest difficulty mode. Everything's cranked up a little bit, enemies are stronger, they've got extra actions, they've got things like that. And if you die, if your party dies, if you get a party wipe, it's game over. You're done with the honor mode run. And so the way you're supposed to play an honor mode run is with a full party with a bunch of different competencies, which helps you get through some very challenging fights. But I've heard of people doing it solo, and I'm trying to see if I can be one of those people.
The blood in your head thrums and pounds. That pounding blood obscures who you are. An overwhelming loss of memory. How you ended up amidst these hellish flames is just as hidden. You have nothing in your skull, besides your name and a headache. But you are in danger.
Curse whoever did this to me.
The torturer behind this cruel prank will meet your malice when you get out of here.
Yes, they will.
Killing. Now that sounds like your first good idea.
Oh, my head. Dead. Good. Time to press ahead.
Okay. Wait, what am I doing? I should give myself...
I have such a headache.
Longstrider. Speak with animals. Okay. Let's see. Now we get out of here. Really should maybe try to find a sword or something.
feet.
Grab that gold. And I am okay with summons, pets, familiars, things like that to help me out. Because I need every little bit of help in the action economy I can here. And on that note, let's go say hello to us.
Something's on my mind.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Let's do dexterity. Gently prise the brain from the skull. I really don't know how people are beating Merkel
Brain lifts from the skull.
on solo
You
honor
notice an
mode runs. That's what I
opportunity.
need to look up at
You
some
could
point.
cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient should it prove a threat. Your fingers twitch with the desire to rip its tender, moist meat to shreds.
Let's mostly resist the urge. Spare the creature.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
All right, let's go.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Onward and upward. Come on, Lazel.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Safar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Who are
Am
you?
I, your only chance of survival.
What do you suggest?
First,
And like I
we
said, I'm not
examine
gonna worry about the fact that I have Lazel during the tutorial.
As for that thing,
Because the game makes it annoying to get rid of her, and so I'm just not gonna bother.
We are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
See you then. Mana brush. Am I proficient in this? Yes, let's equip that. Good. Good, good, good. Now we've at least got a melee weapon.
Walk in death.
Better not be cursed.
Sorry, Shadowheart, can't save you.
Ghaik machinery. I can make no sense of it.
See you, Shadowheart. Let's get out of the tutorial.
We are nearing.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Ghaik after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
Let's be victorious!
We need to get out of here. Now.
Ooh, almost. Resist motion.
Let my name be known. My path be true.
Take this! Dario will find your head!
Light on my feet.
Victory awaits. Make way. Hurry, before they strike.
Second wind. Good.
Into the bloody fray!
I am fury. I am death. This is your end. You need to reach the transponder.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead. On my way.
This creature can't activate the transponder.
Lae'zel can, though.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Oh no! The big red dragon. So, Ian, my very first regular honor mode run was ended by Auntie Ethel. I may decide against going to see her. Though the +1 buff is, of course, tempting. There's some Act 3 fights which can get touchy, like House of Hope I've struggled with in the past and things like that. But I really think Act 1's gonna be the biggest problem. And like, this being solo, I am worried about quite a few fights. Like even things that normally wouldn't be a problem just because
expected your memories to return once you were free of the Mind Flayer ship.
It's just because the
Your
action
past
economy is
still
going to
an
be
aching void.
against me so
If you don't
often.
find a way to remove the
Like
tadpole
even
burrow
even
in
like
your brain
when you
soon,
leave the
your
goblin camp after
future
killing the
is
goblin
black
leaders,
as
I'm even a little
past.
nervous about that
Your
fight,
head
which normally
whispers
isn't
vengeance.
that big of a problem, just
Can
because
fight
the
to
action
slice
economy
your
is going to be
way forth,
such
seeking
a
whatever
problem
brought this
here.
tragedy upon you.
Ooh, one fight I might skip is the Nier fight at Grimforge. That one, and that one nearly ended an honor mode run for me. I had one person able to like go invisible with a single digit number of hit points left, run off, go to Withers, bring everyone back, come back in, finish the fight, and then it was won. But I may skip that one as well.
These boots have seen everything.
We'll
Drink in the pungent corpse.
this
Since
weekend
you're back on the ship, your
I failed
mind has
a
been cold and empty, but something stirs. With your hands close to this
I
body,
failed in the
you
ancient
think
ruins,
why,
which isn't
but
that
you
hard, just
find
because
a half
in my
smile
last try,
flittering across your
one,
face.
because I think the build was poorly optimized, and two, just because the action economy got away from me, from like the looters who are there when you come in through some of the non-main door. Try to remember the last time I stood above a corpse. So I think there's a very good chance I do not achieve this.
You see flashes of flesh, all lumped together in a mass grave. No single image sticks out. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
Okay.
What's inside? Don't mind if I do. Take a look.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
And there's our friend Shadowheart.
Bloody doors! Blasted door, What? Stop! Not another step or I'll... Wait. It's you. I saw you on the ship. You survived then.
Suddenly, you see what she sees, feel what she feels. Anger, confusion, resolve.
Ah! You. You've got the same thing I do. In your head. I felt it. Yes.
You were kidnapped by those creatures as well?
I too. I assume that's what caused our minds to cross. But that's the least of our problems.
These things are going to consume us from the inside and turn us into mind flayers.
That's bad. You know about mind flayers? Tell me everything.
I don't know much, but enough to be afraid.
Well, that's not very helpful.
This is how they breed. We host their spawn, and once they're ready, they'll tear right through us. I'm not sure how much time we have left, but I'm not going to wait to find out. You and I need a healer. Finding one won't be easy in this wilderness. We'll need supplies. I'm hoping something of use might be behind this door, but I've barely made a dent in it so far.
What you're making is a racket. That noise is bound to attract
It already
attention.
has. These things here didn't die in their sleep. I'm going to see what's at the top of this cliff. Hopefully there's no more of these creatures along the way.
I'm leaving before more things crawl out of the wreckage.
Likewise. Try killing a couple of these monsters before you die. Lessens the load for me.
Wow. I see how it is.
That's a friendly-looking shadow. Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Turn-based. Heroism. Cast. Hide.
Else minds their business, I'll be fine.
And now finally, attack.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal. What path lies before me?
Oh, I broke my concentration. That's not very nice.
I need to hold on. That took the edge off.
Open up. Something good here, I hope. I've got a long road ahead.
Let's go find a star inn.
A couple turns should do it. I should speak up.
Hurry! I've got one of those break there, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? All right. I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
You have it backwards. They snatched me up, too.
I'm not an idiot. I saw
The helmet looks so goofy on the Dragonborn model. Oh my god.
Out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Honestly, I have no idea.
It's those tentacled monsters. Whatever they did, whatever they put in us, just created a connection. They took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
You'd better have more to offer than apologies.
I'm out of wine and flowers, so I hope an introduction will suffice. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. The strong and silent type. All right. Please tell me you at least know something about these worms.
You know as much as I do.
I suppose it's not exactly common knowledge. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it?
Do what you want. I'm leaving.
No words of wisdom before you go.
I'll figure out my problems, you figure out yours.
Of course. I'll make my own way. Well, maybe I'll see you again. Still wearing the same skin, I hope.
Okay, we gotta turn that helmet model off. Ooh, we're getting close to level 2.
There, a mind flayer. And it's hurt.
And now it's dead.
Monster. Death is too good.
Oh, those extra hit points are nice. Let's go bite Gale's arm off, right? Who's with me?
Let's see what this does.
What's going on with that balloon?
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
It does. I'm gonna touch it. I love all the stories of people online who say they never got Gale because the game's like, this is dangerous, be careful touching it. And they were like, oh, guess I'm not gonna touch it then.
A hand? Anyone?
That is a hand. Fantasize about hacking off the hand.
This branch of flesh is begging to be pruned, and its sap sucked from.
Mistress Eyelids, stop! Cease, you loon! Ah! Ah!
As soon as the dreams cross the threshold of your imagination, you snap back to realize they have all come true. Joy floods through you. You were dazed on the Nautiloid, but now you are truly awake. Alive.
Oh, here's where I went.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. Zoru was right. Yellow.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her
Not
lips
too
don't
much,
move,
Man in Bush.
Yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Oh gods! You've caught a scout! The Gith invasion force is right behind me! Save yourselves!
Hells.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
Nope, don't want to go up there yet. Where do I want to go? I want to go here.
I hear shouting up ahead.
Open the bloody gate!
Here we go, Goblin Camp fight. Let's go.
Orders. That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate!
Oh, shut up, Arabin.
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Where is the
Please,
druid?
there's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gate!
Time to fight the goblins.
Form a line!
Get a little bit closer to level 3.
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
To the high ground! Raiders!
Hello, Doc. It's gonna be a lot of casualties in this fight because I don't have a party helping me. Don't provoke an opportunity attack from them. What are you asking to get hit? lost my concentration and heroism already. Come on, Zebla. I expect it is to be painful. I described it as silly when I started this stream. I don't think I'm actually probably going to be successful in solo honor mode, but I've heard other people do it. People say they've done it. Okay. Come on, Will, do something cool. Okay. Check out your warg, Betty. Isel got this. There goes Ramiro. And there goes Aridin, you're not tough enough to be trying to provoke that attack of opportunity.
That was the last.
See, who needs a party? Who needs a balance party? Got through that fight with only, you know, all these people dying. Last time I tried this, solo Will died too.
Time to get going.
Now we're dual-wielding hand crossbows. Sure, it looks a little goofy, but it gives us an extra bonus action to do some more damage. God, that helmet looks so fucking silly.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Ah. Okay. I am going to run to the restroom real quick, and I'll be back in just a few minutes to enter this Druid Grove. And we are back. Let's head into the Druid Grove.
Time to pack. We need to leave. Aradin didn't make it. Pity. But he might have got more of my people killed, if not for you. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I'm Leonard.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
I have no quarrel with druids.
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
This ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Technically, Doc, and slight spoiler on this, one member of Aradin's party is still alive. They're just currently being tortured. 2 if you count Halsin. I want to try and help. I'll do what I can.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers. But I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
I don't think I need anything from him for this build. Yeah. Rain Dancer is great if you're doing like a Armor of Agathis or a ice damage build, but I'm not. Spell Thief wouldn't be bad, but I'm not going to be running out of spell slots very often. Ring of Flinging is great for throwing builds. I had that on Karlak until like level 12. Okay, I think I just need to sell. Get some money.
Sylvanas.
Hungry Ox, Bored Ox, Strange Ox. Let's go talk to the Strange Ox.
How do you open it?
Hey, it's Shadowheart.
You're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
There's something strange about this ox. What is it?
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
There's more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain?
No. You are incapable.
It's not very nice. Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move.
That is a strange ox.
Nothing here for you.
I swear that ox is gay.
What are you doing here? Are you following me?
Nope.
She hastily tucks away an ornate box, one covered in strange symbols you don't understand.
If I wanted a tail, I'd kill a cat.
You'd kill a cat?
It's a hypothetical. At present, I have no particular need to kill a cat. So again, what are you doing here?
Trying to survive. What else?
Fair point. Survival is the crux of it for now. I suppose you came here for the same reason I did.
You mean a healer?
Precisely. We need someone who can help rid us of these things. But we'll have no such luck in this place, from what I've learned of it. There must be something I can learn from it.
Please, let us through. Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back!
Ignore them and proceed.
Stop! Another step, and Magrin will tear you open like a sack of grain.
If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. I'll go where I please.
Keep back! Force my hand, and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Volo.
You there! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close?
That's true.
A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine. Ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
A classic raid gang, complete with lasher and smattering of booyogs.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
I'm not unfamiliar with their kind, certainly.
Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Oh my. Dragons? Really? How gauche.
Witness declined to comment on nature of dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates.
Quite so. They sang the phrase like a battle hymn.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Dramatic. How has Maglabiet? How did he just say it? Dramatic. How has Maglabiet responded?
Oh, I'd imagine him quite displeased. Since their change in allegiance, these goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll.
Be careful. Goblins aren't known for mercy.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings. The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Alcin? Promise me a mate.
Speak.
What were you saying to that
The
bird?
bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
I helped defend this grove. I'm not your enemy.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe.
Sounds like she has to be stopped. How would we do that?
A druid and an outsider. We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people.
What happened to Halsin?
He left with the adventurers. They went treasure hunting in an old temple near here. Master Halsin did not chase treasure. I do not know what he was chasing, but he never returned.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost him?
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
One of your guards outside said you wanted to see me. Here I am.
We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Sylvanas was more concerned with nobly sown seeds than punishing children, was he not? Let's make this a really high stakes roll and add advantage. Whew. That failed. People don't like it when you cast spells on them and still fail the check.
The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Thank you, Koga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it. Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is
First
required.
you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the Rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
The rat doesn't respond. The rat watches. The rat glares.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
Who's been pestering you? I'll teach them a lesson.
Silence. Your help is not required. Not by me, at least.
Seems you've pushed your luck too.
Wait, what? How? Wait, because I went into the servants' quarters? That doesn't seem fair. All I did was walk in here to try to talk to someone. I don't want that to end my honor mode run. That doesn't feel fair. I don't even think I have any invisibility or anything I can do. Okay. Well, I'm frustrated with that. Well then. That's gonna end the run, I guess. That is really annoying. There's no way I'm getting out of this alive. Okay. Yeah, I'm done with that. Well, that was the end of that honor mode run. I'm frustrated. Thank you for everyone who tuned in for that. I wish it had ended differently. That much is for sure. Maybe I'll try again. Maybe I'll stream some more of my other runs. I don't know. Right now I just mostly know that... Oh, and now my mouse is stuck in here. I hate when it does this stupid G-force now. I don't want to... There we go. Oh my. Okay, thank you all for joining me today. Maybe we'll try that again. Maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. That was disappointing. Have a good day.